Welcome back as we continue to bring you rolling coverage here from the heart of Makhanda as the National Arts Festival continues. We are slowly defrosting. We've moved locations now, perhaps from that scenic position outside of Gunfire Hill. We are now back inside the Sundowner stage here. It's one of the main stages, in fact, for the festival taking place. Of course, where performances and workshops and exhibitions alike are going to be hosted over the next couple of days, really showcasing the cultural hub of what South Africa's landscape looks like at large, but also just the exciting new energy that's also set to showcase here and contribute to that creative economy. So speaking of which, this would not be possible without sponsors, of course, who've come along to play their part along the value chain, and perhaps unpack a little bit more about the significance of what their journeys look like here for the National Arts Festival at large. I'm going to be joined by Group Head of Sponsorship, Bonga Sibesho. He is from Standard Bank. Bonga, good morning, and thank you for joining us bright and early. Cold to say the least, but obviously the excitement. I mean, we've been traversing the town, looking at what's on offer. That vibrancy is keeping us warm, and Standard Bank having come on board to support the festival at large. Tell us about what that has meant for this tradition that's ongoing and its impact.
Good morning, Liesl, and to the listeners. It is a freezing morning here in Makhanda, but we brave it all. It's part of the charm of this town.
Exactly.
You think about Makhanda, Grahamstown, and the charm. It's amazing town. I'd encourage everyone to come and visit this place. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Especially in winter, as it is.
I mean, if people saw us behind the scenes, I had a blanket over me. We're waiting for the coffees to come out, and I mean, we're about to see this festival come alive again for today, because the program kicks off around 8 a.m. But if we're looking at Standard Bank's objectives with regards to supporting the arts, the creative economy, and just the ongoing initiatives, tell us a little bit more about that strategic vision.
No, absolutely. I mean, we've been a partner to this festival for 40 years, over 40 years actually. I mean, this festival is 51 years old this year, and we've been a partner for 40 years. It's a long-standing partnership, probably one of the longest sponsorships in South Africa at the moment. So, and I think that's testament to the partnership that we've had over the years with this town. So with this town, with this festival, and with the arts community in general. For us, it's a pillar, it's a key pillar, it's a cornerstone actually of our sponsorship strategy.
It's about sustainability and growth over the years, and even just corporate social responsibility, right? Given the plight of artists in our country and the realities on the ground.
Well, I mean, beyond that, I mean, there's actually a real objective of supporting the creative economy in South Africa. It's a very important sector. If you think about the jobs, the creatives, especially if you think about the youth as well, and how they are able to engage with the arts, the creativity, it's an amazing thing. But beyond that, I think it's also just how we spark conversations, it's a real way of getting people to engage and think about things in a more deep and meaningful way. But we also help to connect with our customers, existing and new customers.
No, absolutely. And even if we look at the evolution of it, I mean, this year alone, over 2,500 artists, right? Absolutely. And we're looking at, to your point about the value chain that's impacted, but the contribution that the arts has to our GDP. Absolutely. I mean, those are numbers that are quantifiable. And I wonder if you've been out and about. We saw some, literary festival kickstarting. We had discussions, there workshops, there's, some iconic characters here also amidst us, as well as the new talent. And I wonder if you could speak to that synergy as well.
And we're proud to be a supporter of the Standard Bank Young Artist Awards. Together with the National Arts Festival, we identify people who are going to make it big on the global stage, not just the national stage, global stage. For over 40 years, as I've said, we've been supporting this and providing that platform. But this is a place to test new work for artists. This is a place to kind of refine work, and it's a platform, and this is what the National Arts Festival represents. And we're really proud to be partners with that, and provide those artists with that opportunity.
How do you measure the success of this? Because obviously it's in the long term. You're speaking about that journey over 40 years, but short, medium, and long term, how do you measure the success of that?
Well, if I put on my corporate hat, of course, there's a sentiment and brand love, and but beyond that, I think it's not those kind of tangible kind of returns on investment. We also think about the impact on the communities that we work in. You know, so if you think about Makanda, think about the Eastern Cape, think about the arts communities. It's that impact that we really value most as Standard Bank. It's building those partnerships and growing together with those communities.
I'm glad you're speaking about that, because earlier on we were speaking to Monica and she was speaking about some of those inclusive initiatives to incorporate the local community. Looking at recycling initiatives, that's the sustainability aspect as well. Tell us what that does for a small town like Makanda, especially in winter, especially given the socioeconomic realities on the ground here.
I think we're all aware about the issues here on the ground here in Makanda, but what a beautiful town again. And the work that the National Arts Festival does goes beyond just the 2 weeks of the festival. It's a full year. It spans the 2 years, the full year of the festival. So and these guys are all involved in the ground, all the way from like community feeding schemes to patching the roads and the potholes on the road. So and we're part of that. We are part of that community. So it's we can't dip in and dip out. Our involvement with this community of Makanda is year long. So and I think that's the fantastic platform that National Arts Festival provides.
If we also just look at what the vision is from year on two, I mean, you've told us about the past 40 years. What does the next 10 years look like and beyond?
Well, I mean, we're even within our sponsorship portfolio, we're growing, in the arts space and really deepening our engagement with the arts community. But within Makanda itself, we're trying to work with the community, we're trying to work with the municipality and the authorities to find ways to make this festival more sustainable, to find ways in which this town can be more sustainable. It's not an easy task, to be sure, but, we think as Standard Bank, we're up to the task as well, to just kind of participate in these things in a meaningful way.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you continue and perhaps go and grab that coffee. We'll see you on the other side of this Bonga Sibesho this morning. He's the head of group head of sponsorships at Standard Bank. Really just speaking about the ongoing initiatives. I mean, you heard it from him. 40 years this sponsorship obviously has been and that undertaking. And we continue to just look at the impact it has, not only for the community, but for the new talent that's emerging and how they are going to be supported as they continue to contribute to our cultural and arts landscape there. And so as we leave that conversation there, of course, lots of performances and other artists are going to be joining us throughout the morning as we continue with the special broadcast here from the National Arts Festival. The hive of activity is set to continue and increase because we're slowly seeing the halls fill up now as some of the performances are set to kickstart. So we'll also be looking at, what impact this is going to be having as the festival concludes on the 6th of July. But for now, I'm going to hand it back to you in studio. We'll see you in just a moment.